Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try and figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Handoff comes to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Here's Cousins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second down, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. They'll run with Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Cousins now on second down. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze, steps away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Throwing now is Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On the end around, this is Thomas. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bree's going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Got some room at the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
They talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Working out of the gun, Cousins steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Breeze to throw on second down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated? Or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crony, right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game, the Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins now to throw on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Go ahead.
4th down, Cousins being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith from 6 yards away. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets around him. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. And the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there from 4 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Murray fighting, lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Cousins to throw it this time. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Breeze now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on second down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On third down, here's Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Toss play, Kamara. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, here's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further